It's 1:15 p.m. Tuesday, the 23rd of January, 2018. I've been spending some time with a self-professed fallen angel by the name of Rachel, who's taking a few moments for personal need. Her story is like so many of the tragic stories I've heard from homeless people on the streets, where people have been abused by the system or our government. It just adds to the numbness I feel sometimes, where I'd love to cry, but the tears just don't come anywhere. I'm working on a concept for world peace. I know there are those who thought they were my friends or allies who have decided to change sides and work with their governments and terrorist groups to make sure Uncle Kurt's discredited and not successful. And there are those who are absolutely paranoid to understand that Kurtkelly, that they've known all these years, is not only a television and film producer and director and writer and stunt person and actor and voiceover artist and a technologist and some of the other things they might have known. I've been involved in consulting and distribution and things worldwide. Many in the world didn't know that I was also a federal contractor, unless you knew me well. And I have multiple identities through the State Department. Kurtkelly is also Joseph Cronin. That's why you can't find a birth certificate for Kurtkelly. The only thing you can find is May 31st, 1969, when a work permit was signed for Kurtkelly to begin professionally as a minor. At age 10, that's why IMDb has me 10 years younger. If you look at Kurtkelly with the number 2 behind it, IMDb, you'll see I have done all the things I've claimed: Saturday Night Live, Today Show, Tonight Show, and television and film documentaries, films with Morgan Freeman, video games. If you play World of Warcraft, I'm 3 of your gods in Cataclysm. I have read federal intel for every country on the planet, or instructional stuff or information, over the past nearly 50 years of my career. On May 31st, 2019, I will be turning 60. It'll be 50 years in entertainment. I did start when I was 10. Professionally, doing hard news. When you have presidents and senators and ambassadors and labor leaders and Black Panthers and others sitting in your living room. Since birth, I was born into it. My mother was a chairman of a political party. I'm related to presidents. I'm related to high-level government officials. I'm related to royalty, knights, lords. People who have been making others' lives crazy for centuries. I decided at an early age that I would take a different path, which took me about 5 years to convince the family in the world that Kurt wasn't going to be, Little Joe wasn't going to be Little Joe. He was going to be Kurtkelly, disassociated by name from the family name of Cronin or the Murphys or the Kennedys or the Cannells, or not a searchable line that anyone could trace where his parents were, who he was from. And I created the whole identity that people accuse Obama of creating, his identity. I created the Kurtkelly identity for public consumption. It's been rather successful, I would say. According to AT&T a couple years ago, I was followed by 50 million views a day of people searching for me. I don't know so much anymore because I haven't been in control of most of my social media for the last 2 years. I've been off-grid for the most part, and as much as a guy like me can be off-grid. I mean, how do you tell a newscaster who started in hard news, go away, be quiet, don't say anything, and hide under a rock? The chances of that happening are about a snowball's chance in hell. Now, Am I willing to cooperate and do the right thing in the name of justice for all, not just us who can afford it? Abso-frickin-lutely yes. Am I willing to put my ass on the line for the truth? I only know how to tell the truth. I don't lie because my mother scared the living tar out of me at age 3, screaming in her overly Catholic, Satanistic voice, "Did you take a cookie from the cookie jar? And remember, if you did, and you lie about it, you go to hell." And as a 3-year-old, you heard the cookie jar clanking as I'm trying to put the glass lid back on and not break it, and the cookie going back in the jar. I did, but I put it back. I was always taught if you even thought a bad thought, you went to hell. I'm still recovering Catholic, getting over that. My creator, term God, dog backwards, yeah, that's so funny, not, made all this wonderful stuff, and our free will has been destroying our own Garden of Eden. We are making our own hell on earth with toxins, pesticides, war, and I'm willing to put my ass on the line and expose the truth about corruption in government, even though I never wanted to be part of it and was forced into government high-level intel by my government. Thank you, Ed, much more, you piece of... But at least I hear you got unceremoniously canned from the FBI for being the douchebag I told everybody you were. The truth hurts, doesn't it? I'm just saying, if you can help on the concert for world peace, there are a lot of people who make a lot of money on wars, making Uncle Kurt's life a little more than difficult, but hey, I'm still forging forward, and we're going to do this thing to the best of my ability, or we won't do it. You will not be able to bring devices in. We're talking to companies like Samsung and others about broadcasting it in 360 virtual reality. And if you would like to have devices at the event, it'll be in the, when you click I agree that you can't bring any in, you have to buy them ahead of time, and we'll have them ready for you, and they'll give us the data we need so you can operate your device. Because we don't want anything icky happening at a concert for world peace. If you need medications, you'll have to send the prescriptions ahead, even if it's foreign, and we'll get the clearances to honor those if needed. But if it's anything that's deemed to be harmful to a concert for world peace and you need it, you probably should just buy a live stream. We're going to be very sensitive to who's in a concert for world peace because it's about peace. We're going to talk about sustainable living and holistic cures and coexistence and recycling and clean air, food, water, and the need for green technologies and the need for finding common ground on planet Earth. You're not an alien if you come from a different country in my book. Those come from other galaxies, and yes, those are real. But and I've met a few of them. They are unusual, but they are aliens. That's a whole other story for another time. But the truth be told, if you're from Earth, you should be able to get this stuff with today's technology, and maybe we have to set it up through the UN and countries paying proportionally, but there's globalized healthcare, so no matter where you travel, you don't have to worry about a liver being cut out and sold to the black market in a foreign country. You're going to get good healthcare because you have global insurance. Let's get over who has a better insurance policy, UK or France, or, I mean, the world deserves good health care, food, medicine, and water. And we've raped the planet enough. It's time to start restoring what we've taken away from nature. Restore the rainforests and clone things in a pure holistic way, not genetically modified ways, that will give natural remedies instead of synthetic extenders for prolonged agony and expensive medical bills. There are solutions. It's time to stop following world leaders who want World War III, because no one wins that. If you'd like to help out, if you can help with security, ticket taking, event planning, fundraisers, we can take a lot of money to pull this broadcast off, boys and girls. Let us know. Disasterreliefinc, that's INC, at gmail.com. Subject line, #C, the number 4, WP 2019, Concert for World Peace 2019. You can find out more information on Facebook.com/Kurtkelly Entertainment under events. Under YouTube.com, the channel Disaster Relief Inc. You You can also find Disaster Relief Inc., Kurtkelly voiceover, Livevideoinc, and Breaking All the Rules, Breaking All the Rules on Google Plus and other social media, where you can find out details about the Concert for World Peace, our works to lobby the UN against war criminals and to restore countries back to the people as a whole, not to a few who make bad decisions. Also, if you can donate to the Concert for World Peace, Disaster Relief is an NGO, a non-governmental organization that works with governments around the world for humanitarian interests and education and holistic living. And the address to send your donations to, because it's also IRS registered as an NGO nonprofit, because we intend to help rebuild the rainforest and work with sustainable technologies and green technologies to help extend planet Earth in a healthy way, not in a polluting way. Then you can send your donations to Disaster Relief Inc., 11,000 Wilshire, Wilshire Boulevard, number 24, 1971, Los Angeles, 90024. And if you're not helping us, your indecisiveness is helping them. So you're part of the problem. If you want to be about peace and coexistence, stop sitting by idly waiting for someone else to take charge and do it. And join us. Help be part of the solution to get the message out to the world that wars don't work anymore. Innocent people die for someone else's cause and for bomb makers to make a lot of money. What have you done as a random act of kindness today? What are you doing to be part of world peace?